All right. That noise in the background was Grumpy making me a cup of coffee. And now it'll be quiet enough that my sweetie will still be sleeping. I'll pour a little bit of milk in here. And let's catch up on some things. Yesterday we went out to a place where we store a bunch of steel. I think it's Bolivia, out in the countryside. And we put more steel off a trailer. Now, why more steel, you may ask? Well, that's an easy one. The steel that we carry out to the tower will allow us to do things like frame in the supports for the solar panels that we received. And I'm throwing pictures of those sort of things as well. With the solar panels and the brackets, we've got a lot of brackets, by the way, and a lot of galvanized pipe and angle iron. We can really start to repair the actual tower itself, even more so, and we can take care of the brackets, the framing for holding up the solar panels off the side. So, I don't know if your coffee is as good as this one is, but this is some really good coffee. Trying to get it carried in a local grocery store here. Don't know if I'm going to get a chance to do that in the Cape Fear area. Wouldn't that be awesome? You could help support the Frying Pan Tower just by going to your grocery store and picking up a bag or a box. Tell you what, I'll turn this into a poll. If you want us to carry it at the local store, say yes. If you couldn't care less, say no. If you're a tea drinker or don't drink coffee, abstain. So, let's talk tower, if you don't mind. Hold still, phone. Okay. We haven't been able to go out in December much at all. The waves have been consistently bad. They get really high unexpectedly. And then what's forecast doesn't come through. And that makes it really hard. But we are planning on trying going out again in the middle of January. We got it on the calendar. I believe it's I want to say the 7th through the 12th, 14th, something like that, 7th. So, get past Christmas, get past the New Year, and then jump on a boat and go out to the tower, help us get some stuff done. We've got a couple projects that urgently need our time and assistance. So, let's talk about a couple of those if you don't mind. The floor in the generator room, it actually needs a piece of grating over this large 4-foot by 8-foot hole that we made. We put some pieces of grating in there right now. Grating, you can see through it. But benefit of that is that it gives us the ability to take that up and then lower things that we've brought up off the boat and then lower them down through that hole to the belly level. And the belly is where we have to do a lot of the structural repairs. Otherwise, we were having to pick up a piece of steel, go walk around the corner, go down the stairs carrying this piece of steel, and then it is not a good way. This will be much better. Solar panels. It's funny, I was going to draw the actual structure on how we were going to hold them, but I realized that it didn't look like much. So you'd stick a panel here and a panel here. Anyway, we have to make the framing out of these galvanized pipes and galvanized brackets and pipe clamps such that it doesn't go above the helipad, because as a helicopter's coming up and getting ready to land, come on, turn my coffee into a helicopter. If he's coming near to land and there's something big and chunky, oh, don't want to do that, don't want to land on it. And in the same way, if we had, there, I just turned that into a solar panel. Lovely. If we had that hanging on the side, or as we do right now up here, again, the helicopter would have to go up and over it. Danger, danger. There's a lot of danger in eating that anyway. But if we hang the solar panels off the side and down lower, look at that, we can also adjust the height depending on where the sun is coming from. Not like we're going to change it every day, but we could change the height seasonally. And that will allow us to do a couple things. capture the light of the sun where it's best, or if we have a hurricane coming, just lower them vertically and connect them up so that they're not going to get blown around and torn off and turn into basically like a barn rooftop, taking off and throwing away all that money that good people have invested by giving these things to us. So to do that, it's going to take several trips. I don't live out there, obviously. I'm right here in the Wilmington area. It's Christmas time with my sweetie Nancy. And we're going to have a quiet, simple Christmas. The reason for this season, you can say whatever reason it was originally created or this or that. But for me, it's a reminder to be kind to the people I don't like. It's hard to imagine that I don't like anybody. But also to remind me to tell the people that I do care about how much I care about them. That's why I say it all the time. You see, not everybody in my family is happy with me. I've got 4 kids, 2 girls, 2 boys, and a bonus child, Olivia, when I got remarried. She was my sweetie's daughter already, adopted. And my girls are not happy with me because many years ago, after so many different challenges, I had to go a different direction. Never an easy thing, especially for someone that professes to be a Christian, because, you basically are thrown in the towel. And that's not something that I believe should be done, if at all possible. Well, there's 2 sides to every story. I'm sure I'm an idiot, but I did the best I could for over 30 years. And I'm still doing the very best I can. But, again, 2 sides to every story usually. So what do you think about these politics? No, I'm just kidding. I do think that when you get on a boat and you come out to the tower, that it's not a political thing. It's not a religious thing. It's not a macho thing. It's a look at the ocean and see the sky in a different way. It's a chance to experience this world that we are in a way that you probably have never done. As I go on this long ramble with you guys, please know that my heart is to have it be about what people can learn about the ocean, about themselves. Groups of guys have come out to the tower and they work together and they talk and they learn from each other. Groups of women have come out, big band of sisters, so to speak, and it's tied them together. Families have come out, and once you get to a particular age in a family, that kids start to get grown, and the teenagers, and you can't interest them in anything but, or you know what I mean. They come out to the tower, and as a family, they work together, they play together, they have fun together. And I have seen so many families just grow. Fathers and sons. If you're a father and your son is an adult now, and you miss what you used to have with that son, come out for a weekend or come out for a week-long work trip. I'll tell you why. Because as you work together on things, it ties you together. You're both there. You're both looking at this incredible sunrise or sunset. You're both participating in various projects. It makes your bonds stronger. We've had groups of people that have come out to celebrate surviving cancer. We've unfortunately had people come out to spread their ashes of their loved ones. And we've had a wedding on the tower. And it was a beautiful sunset, gorgeous day. I had an engagement or so. What I'm trying to say is that the tower itself was just a big chunk of steel put into the ocean back in '64. And I think I was put on the earth in 1960 to be able to work on it and share it. And then give it away to you guys. Yeah. My coffee's starting to get cold. I don't know about you guys. Today is a lovely day. There's lots of work to do. There's always lots of work to do. Last year I asked for some people to help with editing some of the videos. If you want to try your hand on editing a video, I think that would be great. We produce terabytes of video and produce very few reels and shorts and stories and all that kid stuff. Could use some help on that. I know you got to get on with your day, so, for the people that do take the time to look at this, people that might have started out as just curious about what we're doing, and then maybe subscribers or followers or friends, like my buddy Rick. Good morning, Rick. I'm grateful. This time that we walk on this earth is very short, and what we do while we're here, believe it or not, is really important. So, drink a good cup of coffee. Be kind to that butt in your life that you don't like. Let them know that somebody does care. Give your heart out to those that you do love while you can. Always drink a good cup of coffee. We're going to try and get it into the local stores here. Frying Pan Tower. Try to get Frying Pan Tower Signature Blend. Why couldn't I just name it FPT Coffee? That made it so simpler. Y'all have a great one. I'm going back to the drawing board. How am I going to lay that thing out?